Alrighty, this is going to be part 6 of Legend of Legaia, if I can untangle my cord anyway. Oh! Anyways. Where last I left you, I ran through the rest of this dungeon. Basically, I just put the Soru bread in the 8 boxes and ran down here. Nothing of note really happened. Wandered through this annoying maze. Anyways, Dusty says, "Bunny, the Genesis tree, we have to plant the seedling quickly." Rep says, "Bunny, hurry. I'm worried about Songi and Gaza." Songi says, "Oh, thank you for always thinking of me, members of the Moron Brigade. I wouldn't want to ruin my reputation by not living up to Moron's expectations." Rep says, "Songi, leave here peacefully now." Dusty says, "Songi, what did you do with the old man Gaza?" Songi says, "Well, well, how touching. The barbarian girl is fond of the old geezer." Dusty says, "Ooh, I'm steaming." Songi says, "If you want to see him that much, then go ahead. Gaza, come out. We have visitors." Songi laughs and says, "I'm just as crazy about this geezer as you are. In fact, I like him so much I gave him a custom-fitted Simsaru. He's a super geezer now, and quite a formidable opponent too. Now then, I'll leave you to the geezer. If you'll forgive me, I must be going. I'm so busy now. I would wish you good luck, but that won't do you any good." Songi laughs and jumps through a portal like an asshat. Dusty says, "Old man." Gaza says nothing. Rep says, "Dusty, stay away from him. He's possessed by a Saru." Oh my. It is naughty time. Dusty says, "Bunny, the old man, Gaza, he's..." and then trails off. "He's being destroyed." Rep says, "He's in a frenzy. There's nothing to do now but fight him." Gaza says, "Thou wouldst hinder my path of carnage. You must die. Prepare to die by the steel of my astral sword. Prepare to meet thy doom." Anyways, we're gonna beat this fucker's ass. No! No! Impaled. Oh ye. So we're at about probably 9,500 damage after this attack. Gonna have to truck him up. Truck him up. Ka-chow. Ouchie poos. Anyways. How cruel. Oh my, I almost died there. Yowza. Anyways, let's have him cure us again. There we go. We'll be at about 13k damage-ish after this. Let's see how much longer it can live. Glad I healed twice, because that would have been bad. Anyways, that's over. Dusty says, the old man. Rep says, look, Dusty, the horrible Saru is separating from Gaza's body. Doom. Gaza says, I dropped my guard. I am utterly defeated by the enemy. Failed to keep the vow I made, my dream never to come true. Gaza says, Mar, Theodore, Beld. Dusty says, Terra, he's dying. Don't let him die. Help him. Terra, you're a Rosaru. You have amazing powers. Please help him. Terra says, Dusty, Gaza's body is dying. There's nothing we can do. However, that's it. I may be able to keep a spirit alive. Ozma says, special powers are needed to raise the Genesis tree seedling into a full-grown Genesis tree. Meta says, Gaza's strong spirit, which trapped Gaza in its prison. It's pure and earnest enough to provide the Genesis tree seedling with the energy that it needs. Terra says, Gaza's soul will live eternally in the Genesis tree in Warrior Square. Dusty says, you mean that the old man is going to turn into a Genesis tree here? Gaza says, I am to become a Genesis tree. Now that I have failed to uphold my vow, then I can die with content. Please help me join with it. Rep says, Dusty, Gaza's pulse is getting weaker. Dusty says, old man, if you really want to join with the Genesis tree. Meta says, Bunny, place the Genesis tree seedling next to Gaza. Let his energy flow into it. Anyways, all the Rosaru leveled up. Rep says, Bunny, Dusty, look, that's Gaza's keepsake. Dusty says, Bunny, that's the old man. He wants us to use it now that he's gone. Bunny now has the Astral Sword. Rep says, for an instant, Gaza saw his grandchild Mar's face in you, Dusty. Dusty says, Grandpa, watch over all of us, okay? Goodness, tripping over my tongue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright. You don't even want to know what this looks like with the filters off. Oh my god. Dusty says, old man, cries a little bit and then walks out. Anyways, there's new shops open. So I'm gonna be working on that. Let me out. Alright, let's, yeah. Oh, let me out of here. Let me out. Let me be free. Control room. New item shop. Anything fun to purchase? Let's see. I don't need none of this shit, I'm pretty sure. Ah, get out of my way. Exit in. Well, we need to use that for sure. Ooh, more cutscenes. Dusty says, "Father, Mother, I feel your presence so strongly," says the voice. "You're right near us, but this will be the last time we can send you our words." "He has found us out," Dusty says. "Who has? Who are you talking about?" The voice says, "The man who brought the mist into the world, the man who invaded the realm of the gods by changing the Saru and creating the Sim-Saru. His name is Kor," and then trails off. Dusty says, "Father, Mother." A different voice laughs, and Dusty says, "Who is that? Who's there?" The voice says, "How desperate you are. Dusty, foolish Dusty. I don't need to give you my name. You and that idiot Rosaru can struggle all you want. The more you struggle, the more I can taste your despair." Dusty says, "Bastard, what have you done to my mother? What have you done to my father?" The voice says, "Listen well, and I shall tell you. If you have the power, come to Concrum and see for yourself. Your parents are there." Dusty says, "Concrum? You bastard, where did you go? Did you run away? Are you afraid? Fight me. I'll kick your butt." Then Dusty screams out for her father and mother, to no avail. She awakens from the horrible dream into the horrors of her own reality. Anyways, let's buy some stuff. Yoink! Oh man, I'm out of cash. I will never use that. Or that. Or that. Or that. And that could be useful, maybe? Two items shy. I don't necessarily need some of this stuff. I mean, that's not a bad thing to have, especially since I'm out of money. 28,000. I think I know a way to get that kind of money. I'm gonna go buy some crap and sell it. Do I have 900 coins? Let's see. I do. There we go, that'll get me some cash. Or can I not sell Soru bread? Oh, I can, okay. There we go. Oh, I might as well equip that golden book since I'm like running out of cash for realsies. Alrighty, I think it is safe to say we should get out of here. Let's see. Let's see. Speak to the man in the basement. To get some kind of a password. Let's see. I am Itora Ignau Dirk Della Masuntis, the 8th Emperor of Seoul. Are you called Bunny? I say yes. The Emperor says, I see. I have heard much of your exploits. I am pleased. Many citizens fell victim to the mist in the long years before you arrived, but you have saved us. I also foresaw the danger posed by the floating castle. I ordered Dr. Usha to seal the Sage's Gate. I was correct in doing so. I have from Usha a message intended for the heroes who revived the Genesis Tree. XX triangle circle square. I don't know what it means, but apparently it is a password. Let's see. Maybe I'll just take a picture of that really quick just to be safe. This is a message. I now entreat you to destroy the floating castle. Good work. Give my regards to Dr. Usha. Okie dokie. Don't know why this Emperor dude's hanging out in the basement of an inn, but whatever. I think even if you don't have the password, the guy still lets you in if memory serves. Anyways, elsewhere, someone says, well, it looks like the kids revived the Genesis Tree of Soul. Not bad. Guy says, when you want that blue-haired brat dead, just say the word and he's dead, Zora. Zora says, you're quite confident, but leave them be. While they're wandering around, Koru will... ... Lou Delilah says, don't worry about Koru, leave him to the Delilah's family. Zora says, then go, I'm counting on you. Che Delilah says, yes ma'am. Anyways, where the flock do I go? Let's see. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, it's a Genesis tree. Over there. Dusty says, I'm going there. I'm going ahead to the Genesis tree. Dusty says, whoa. Bunny, Rep, the Genesis tree. Look at this. It's terrible. It's frozen stiff. Rep says, oh no. Bunny, the Genesis tree is frozen. It's covered in ice and snow. Dusty says, Tara, will everything be alright? Won't the Genesis tree wake up? Tara says, I never imagined that something like this would happen to the Genesis tree. We still have to try. We're gonna focus our energy. Come over here. Rep says, let's give it a try. Meta says, ready, Bunny? Let's go join them. Tara says, focus your thoughts. Ozma says, visualize the revived tree. Meta says, concentrate harder. And nothing happened. Tara says it's no good. If we try any harder, we may damage the tree. Dusty says, no! We can't give up! We can't! I'll do it! I'll wake up the Genesis tree! Rep says, Dusty, stop acting like a child. Dusty says, wait, that's it, a Rosaru egg. This is a Genesis tree, so it should have a Rosaru egg. Rep says, Dusty is right. Ozma, can we at least get a Rosaru egg? Ozma says, well actually, it looks like there are no Rosaru eggs here. Meta says, it looks like all the Rosaru eggs have been taken from every Genesis tree. Dusty says, Kara, she took them. She took the Rosaru eggs. I'm sure of it because she has them. Rep says, it's possible. I don't know for sure, but it's possible. Dusty says, can't we melt the ice? If we could revive the tree. Rep says, there's only one thing I can say for certain, and that is, dawdling around here isn't going to get us anywhere. Dusty, Bunny, let us look for other leads. Dusty says, Rep, you sure do talk big. Dusty says, just you wait. I promise you that we'll figure something out. Anyways, alrighty. Yeah, I think you can only just talk to the pipe or whatever. Dusty says, Dr. Usha, is Dr. Usha there? Dr. Usha says, who is it? Dusty says, it's me, Dusty, I came to see you. Dr. Usha says, Dusty, I don't know any Dusty. Rep says, we're on a journey to wipe the mist from the face of the earth. We came seeking knowledge. Please let us in. Dr. Usha says, well, you may just be clever, Saru. You say you want to destroy the mist. If you're telling the truth, you must know the password from someone in Seoul. Well, let me hear it. It is that, I think. Dr. Usha says, that's it. So you are the heroes. You're finally here. Just wait a moment. I'll send down the elevator. Rep says, that'll take us up to Dr. Usha. And we go up. And up some more. This person says, we all knew that brave heroes like you would come to save us someday. Mrs. Usha says, you're the first strangers I've seen in 10 years. The doctor awaits you in the lab. This guy says spicy, but it's really good. I like the spicy stuff myself, Champer Damper. I got a healing berry. That guy says he's collecting samples of the mist. That guy says he's watching the floating castle. Oh look, a store. Oh, cool. That person healed me, and what does this person have? I know I want that. Might as well have a third one of those. Not really. 2 is enough. Ugh, I don't want to take any of those things off. Anyways. Dusty says it's a hot spring. Rep says, imagine that. Dusty says, I want to take a bath. Someone says, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to take a bath. Dusty says, I don't mind, we can take a bath together. The guy says, I can't do that. Dusty says, why not? You don't like me? I say, look, the bath is too small. Dusty says, that's okay, I have a small butt, so we can both fit. Rep says, Dusty, stop embarrassing this person. Dusty says, you're always yelling at me. Rep says, I'm sorry, she's still young and doesn't know about human ways. The guy says, take a bath with a girl. I couldn't do it, I'm too shy. I would like to, but Mrs. Usha would get mad at me. Hilarious. We got a magic fruit. Anyways. Dr. Usha says, there you are. I was waiting for you. You are the brave heroes, are you not? I say yes. Rep says, all three of us hate the mist, and we're gonna destroy it by reviving the Genesis trees. Dusty says, I hate the mist too. Dr. Usha laughs and says, I knew it, those are Rosaru. Rep says, Doctor, you know about them? Dr. Usha says, of course. But who are you? Where do you come from? Why don't we start with that? Dusty says, well, there was this wolf and I was about to die. And then this Rosaru, and then the Genesis tree. Yeah, that's it. Dr. Usha says, calm down, young lady, we have plenty of time. Try to speak more slowly. Anyways, Bunny, Dusty, and Rep each told Dr. Usha of their fateful adventures. Destruction of Rim Elm's wall, Tara and Dusty, their faithful meeting at Mount Rikuroa, Byron, Songi, and Rep, the Sky Gardens of Jeremy, the mystery of Octum, the tragedy of Hari the Prophet, the windless city of Vidna, the Saru brides of Ratayu, the swift flying train, Gaza, the sword master of Sol, and the ice-covered town of Buma, the mist, the Genesis trees, the Rosaru. It was an amazing tale. In turns, the three spoke. It was morning by the time they finished talking. Dr. Usha says, I'm amazed. What a dreadful ordeal you have undergone for such a young age. Overcoming such adversity to bring peace to the world. How noble. You are indeed the heroes. I will do whatever I can to help you. My knowledge is at your disposal. Of course, destroying the floating castle should completely eliminate the mist from Callisto, but the floating castle can only be reached by air. To revive a Genesis tree is key. There is a Genesis tree in Buma, but it's covered in ice. It's impossible to revive it in that state. However, the ice can be melted. There's a Seru in Navora Ravine to the north that breathes cold air. Its name is Koru. It was once a peaceful Saru, but the mist has made it savage. The only thing to do is to destroy that Saru. Dusty says, wow, that's easy, Doctor. Dr. Usha says, Dusty, calm down. Koru has been storing heat in his body for many years and is extremely dangerous. Make a wrong move and kaboom. Koru will explode and destroy you all. With the time-space bomb, we could trigger thermal reversal and destroy him neatly. But we have no fire droplets with which to fabricate a space-time bomb. Dusty says, fire droplets? I'll go get them. Rep says, Doctor, where can we find them? Dr. Usha says, in Urumai, an ancient book describing how to build a time-space bomb says, he who would seek the fire droplets must first dream in the home of the Saru. The dream will summon Teague, who will bring the fire droplet. Dr. Usha says, I don't know who Teague is, but I do know that the home of the Saru is Urumai. And if you have a dream there, that Teague will bring the fire droplets. It could be easy or difficult, but this is the only way. My wife has the key to the door to Urumai. You can get it from her. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, let's go to Urumai. Rep says, Urumai, dreams, Teague, fire droplets, nothing but riddles. Anyways, let's get on up out of here. Let's talk to Wifey Jones and get our key or whatever. Anyways, Mrs. Usha says, oh, it looks like you're all going somewhere. I heard you talking to the doctor through the speaking tube. I may be a worrywart, but I'm a little uneasy about this. Here are some questions to see if you understood properly. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll give you the Ruins key as a prize. First question, where is the home of the Saru? Mrs. Usha says, pretty good. Next question, what are you going to do in Urumai? Yeah. She says, you're smart. Third question, what are you going to get? And I say the fire droplet. Mrs. Usha says, last question. Once you have it, where do you take the fire droplet? I say the research center. She says, well done. You're smart. You got every question right. Here's your prize. We have the Ruins key. She says, good luck. I know you'll be able to bring back the fire droplet. Anyways, let's get out of here. Let's go down Meower. Anyways, where the hell is Urumai? Where the hell that is. Apparently it is to the west. Fabulous. I'm gonna guess it's this hellhole. Hellhole. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, this must be the place. This must be Urumai. Rep says, those strange structures in the distance must be Urumai, the ancient ruins. But Bunny, have you noticed something unusual? I just say, there are no Saru monsters. Rep says, no mist and no Saru, even though there's no Genesis tree. Those ruins must have the power to hold off the mist. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, there's no one here. Where could Teague be? Rep says, Bunny, do you remember what Dr. Usha said? I said, of course. Rep says, very good, Bunny. Well, let's go dream like Dr. Usha told us to. Then we'll see if Teague will actually give us the fire droplet. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, there's some weird house here. Let's go inside. Rep says, Dusty, wait, don't go inside by yourself. What are we gonna do with that kid? Apparently pick up some free shit. Yay, a healing berry. There's a book on the desk. Do you want to read it? I say yes. The cover reads, Guidelines for Saru Trapping. Saru come out at midnight. A trapper must therefore patrol Urumai only at sunrise. Urumai is off limits from sunset to sunrise because that is when the whispers are frequent. A trapper must never wear a captured Saru. All Saru should be sent to Seoul as soon as they are caught. The whispers are the voices of a demon. Trapper, never listen to the whispers, even in daytime. A trapper must never touch the 3 doors on the side of Urumai. Bunny finished the book and put it back. Alrighty. The sign reads, Warning, Urumai is Seoul territory. Do not enter without permission of the Emperor. Rep says, so this is Urumai. These are strange ruins indeed. I don't see any place where we could use the key. Dusty says, what? Rep says, Dusty, what's the matter? Dusty says, I hear something. It's a voice. Rep says, a voice? Bunny, Dusty, I hear it too. Rep says, I hear words inside my head. Anyways, the voice says, you was Key Ruins, who has door dreams, will be OP. Gather at dream door open. No habla, cray cray. Anyways. Rep says, whose voice is that? Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, did you see that light? I saw a light down there. Rep says, whoever it is seems to have opened the door because we have the ruins key. Dusty says, Bunny, let's go inside. Rep says, this must mean that this door leads to the fire droplet. Alright, let's go inside. Anyways. Yo. That's obviously Noah's. Is that mine? It's probably my popsicle mold. Suddenly, serene words entered Dusty's mind. Dusty and Terra. Welcome, human. Welcome, Rasaru. The stone stage awaits you. It awaits your dreams. It awaits your mind, Dusty. Rep says, Dusty, what's wrong? Dusty, what are you doing? Dusty takes a nap. Rep says, Dusty. Rep says, Bunny, listen, you can tell by Dusty's breathing she's sound asleep. Ozma says, Rep, Dusty is being drawn into Teague's spirit world. She's going to have an important dream now. So I think this is... Oh, that's kind of fancy. They, like, updated their boxes. Anyways, King Nebular says, Dusty. I am thinking of naming this child Dusty. Queen Minna says, that's a lovely name, Dusty, the promise of a new era. King Nebular says, yes, a new era of prosperity and hope. That is what this child represents. Jet says, Your Majesty, I've come on a most pressing matter. King Nebular says, Jet, enter. Jet says, I trust Her Majesty is in good spirits. Actually, speaking in a low voice, King Nebular says, what? Court did what now? Jet says, you see... King Nebular says, I understand. I'll go at once. Queen Minnie says, did something happen to court? The king says it's nothing to worry about. I can't talk now. I'm gonna investigate the matter for myself. Queen Minia says, Dusty, Conkrum's future, your future. I want you to have a happy, prosperous future. It's the mist. Get rid of the Saru. Lock the doors. Queen Minia says, Courageous soldiers of Soren, this town of Conquerim will soon die. I care nothing of my own life, let the mist take it. After all, I am the queen, I must share the same fate as this nation. But this newly born child, Dusty, I want her to see the future. Please take this child to a land untouched by the mist. Take her to a world with a future. The person says, Your Majesty, your courage is inspiring. I will take Dusty as far as I can, however far that may be. Queen Minia says, Thank you. Now hurry, the mist is getting closer. The person says, Your Majesty. The Queen says, Go now, hurry, the mist draws near. Queen says, Oh, Dusty. Tara says, So your name is Dusty. How do you do? I am Tara. I've decided to live with you. Dusty, young victim of the whims of fate. The past is etched in your mind. The past etched in your mind is now revealed. The pain of your past may have left large scars and may gnaw at your heart. But never lose hope. Oh goodness. For when there is hope, you can draw strength from the past. That is what being human is all about. For humans are those who with hope in their hearts find the future through the past. My god. I suck at talking today. The words echo in Dusty's mind. Dusty, my child, your dream is fulfilled. Rep says, Dusty, are you alright? Dusty says, uh-huh. Bunny, Rep, let's go to Conquerim after we destroy the floating castle. Someone's waiting for me there who knows me. So we have to go to Conquerim, okay? Do you promise? Dusty says, Hey, Bunny, look. A ray of light from the pillar. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, someone's there. Rep says, whoever it is must be using the light to show himself to us. Rep says, maybe that's Teague. Bunny, let's go look. Hyo! Hyo! Obviously, this would be Vaughn's chamber. And by process of elimination, the last one would be for Gala. Let's go take a nap. Suddenly, serene words enter Bunny's mind. Bunny and Meta, welcome human and Rosaru. The stone stage awaits you. It awaits your dreams. It awaits your minds. Dusty says, Bunny, what are you doing? You can't go by yourself. Rep says, hey Bunny, not you too. What's going on here? Dusty says, look Rep, Bunny is sleeping. Tara says, Dusty, can you hear me? You mustn't awake Bunny. Bunny is dreaming. Dreams mirror the heart. Bunny is looking into his own heart and Teague is watching. The village elder says, when the baby was born, there was too much hemorrhaging. If only we had Drake water, then Nora would be alright. With this mist, it would be next to impossible to reach Drake Castle. Bunny, what are you doing? Don't eavesdrop like that. Val says, welcome home, Bunny. The village elder is here, so pay your respects. The elder says, Bunny, you're such a good child. I'll be going now. Take care of your mother. Oh my. Nora is silent and says, Bunny, you're so grown up. Please look after Nene. Nene says, goo goo gaga. Val says, if only we had Drake water. If only there were no mist. Don't worry, Bunny, I was just talking to myself. Your mother will get better. Val says, Bunny, it's almost dark. Don't go outside the wall. Someone says, Val, I looked all over the village, but I couldn't find him. I couldn't find Bunny. Just as I thought, Bunny must have sneaked outside the wall when we weren't looking. Val says, oh no, he must be going to Drake Castle. He must have heard me talking to the village elder. He's going to get the Drake water. The village elder says, Val, can't you wait until the winds change direction in the morning? The elder says, if I cannot convince you otherwise, then so be it. I gave my permission to open the gate. Oh dear. Bunny managed to return safely from Drake Castle, but Val was attacked by a Saru. He survived, but they say his leg will never be the same again. And Nora. Oh, what a poor family. Bunny, do not blame yourself for the past. Do not feel guilty. The past cannot be changed. Instead, you must be brave and work to create the future. That is what it means to be human. For humans are those who are brave enough to create their own future. The words echo in Bunny's mind. Bunny, my child, your dream is fulfilled. Dusty says, Bunny, are you alright? Were you having a bad dream? Rep says, Bunny, if you don't want to tell us what you were dreaming about, that's okay. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, there it is again, the light. Tara says, that light is called the Phantasmal Light. It's activated by your dreams. Dusty says, Phantasmal Light? Bunny, Rep, that's neat. This is fun. Rep says, Ozma, you've heard of it before? Ozma says, what? Rep says, now, why would a Rosaru like you know about the Phantasmal Light? Why? Ozma says, well... Rep says, tell me about it if you know, or are the Rosaru trying to manipulate us for some purpose? Ozma says, no, that's not it at all. Rep, you must believe me. We just wanted to talk to your minds rather than explaining things with words. Rep says, well, if talking is that disagreeable to you, do what you must. But listen, Ozma, if your intentions ever diverge from mine, you won't get away with it. Dusty says, what are you so angry about, Rep? I don't understand. Come on, Bunny. We have to have our last dream. Anyways. Suddenly, serene words enter Rep's mind. Rep and Ozma, welcome human, welcome Rosaru. The stone stage awaits you. It awaits your dreams, it awaits your mind, Rep. Dusty says, hey, Rep. Bunny, Rep is walking away. Dusty says, Bunny, listen, Rep is snoring. Tara says, Dusty, can you hear me? You mustn't awaken Rep. He is dreaming. Dreams mirror the heart. Rep is looking into his own heart, and Teague is watching. Rep must be the strongest in all of Byron. He has to be. Songi can train all he wants, but he could never match Rep's spiritual strength. Silence. It's Master Zopu. Zopu says, 8 years have passed since the mist covered the earth. These are difficult times, but I am pleased at how hard each of you is devoting yourself to your training. Now, as you all know, tomorrow is Biren's Transmigration Festival. As always, we will hold the ritual tournament. Rep. Rep says, yes, Master Zopu. Zopu says, Songi. Songi says, yes, Master Zopu. Zopu says, as monks of Byron, there are things expected of you. You must fight with all your skills in order to make this a chivalrous tournament. They both say, yes, sir, at the same time. Zopu says, that is enough training for today. Time to begin your individual tasks. Songi says, hey, Rep, that ritual tournament is a drag, huh? Rep says nothing. Songi says, hey, I don't like that look in your eyes. Songi says, Rep, I bet you think you're gonna win, don't you? Rep says, no. And then continues, but Songi cuts him off and says, to hell with you. I'm not stupid. I can tell by that look in your eyes. Forget it. Let's just have ourselves a good time tomorrow. And then he laughs and walks away. Like a jackass. But Songi, tomorrow is the tournament. If you take Jagul grass, your body will go numb and you won't be able to fight. Songi says, mind your own business. I can't take this headache anymore. Besides, everyone knows that Jagul grass is the best thing for a headache. So quit yapping and just give it to me. Alright, says the person, but don't blame me if things go wrong. Songi, do you want some water? Songi says, no, I'm gonna take this after I go back to my room. Songi says, oh Rep, this is so embarrassing, but I was afraid that you'd beat me tomorrow, and I knew I shouldn't, but I took Fury Boosts to help me fight better tomorrow. Songi says, but as soon as I took them, I started feeling guilty. I felt self-loathing. So here, you take one too. Rep says, but why? Songi says, this is a contest, so we gotta be fair, right? And I want this to be a fair fight. Go ahead and take it. Rep says, I don't know. Alright, I'll do it. Songi says, pretty good, you just gulped that right down. Okay, let's go. Zopu says, Rep, Songi, are you ready? Zopu says, in praise of the great benevolence and miracles of Byron, we hold this ritual tournament. Let the tournament begin. Songi says, what's the matter, Rep? Are you scared? Fight me. Songi says, come on, Rep. It only took a matter of seconds. Rep lost. I don't believe it. Songi says, that's right. I beat Rep. Me, Songi. I win. Songi, you made Rep take the Jagul grass, didn't you? Songi says, be quiet. How should I know what medicine he takes? The lady says, stop playing dumb. You may think you tricked Rep, but he knew all along. Songi says, what? The lady says, I told him that I gave you the Jagul grass, and I warned him not to take any medicine you gave him. But Rep just laughed and says, oh, Songi's my best friend. Don't worry. Songi says, Rep, he's sleeping. He's still numb. Rep, you think you're clever, don't you? You think you let me win. You're so arrogant. You think it's funny to make a fool of me like that? Some best friend, you hypocrite. You'll never get away with this. Never. I'll crush you. I'll beat you to a pulp. The voice says, Rep, you did your best. You have nothing to be ashamed of. After all, even when avoidable misfortune occurs, it is the spirit that remains in the end. So be proud of yourself, and use that pride to create happiness. That is what it means to be human, for humans are those who create their own happiness with their pride. The words echo in Rep's mind. Rep, my child, your dream is fulfilled. Dusty says, Rep, you seem sad. Rep says, in my dream, I remembered something I didn't want to. Rep says, so that means we are all finished dreaming? Serene words echo in their minds. You did well, my children. Your dreams are now all fulfilled, and our souls are recalled to life. We shall teach you the past, we shall teach you the future. This is Teague's gift. That is the mission of Teague, the Saru human, both Saru and human. Oh my. Dusty says, look, it's Teague. I can see him clearly now. Rep says, Teague, both human and Saru. In the beginning there was Teague, and Teague was everything. Then Teague divided himself into two. There were human and Saru. Teague also divided the world into two, the human world and Saru Kai. To protect two worlds, Teague placed 10 Genesis trees in the human world and a mother Genesis tree in the Saru Kai. To govern the Saru Kai, Teague chose a small group of Saru and gave them each a special Ra Saru power. 1,000 years ago, by the human calendar, the Ra Saru Rogue plotted behind Teague's back. Rogue gave the humans Saru, but humans coveted the Saru's power, bringing chaos to the human world. Teague learned of the plot of the Ra Saru Rogue and sealed him in the eternal dungeon of Rogue, but a few Saru in the human world were left to serve humans, who had built civilization with Saru. The mist is the breath of the evil rogue, but the mist covering Legaia was created by human hands. Teague sealed the Ra Saru into the human world's Genesis trees, and he ordered them. Help the compassionate humans save the world if a rogue or other evil presence should appear. Did Teague tell you everything? I say yes. Bunny, Dusty, Rep. Do the three of you now understand the Saru, Rasaru, and Teague? I say yes. The voice says, Tariq knows all, now Teague... Teague knows all, now Teague will entrust you with the fire droplet. The fire droplet, from an age when chaos was the world and the world was chaos. The fire droplet is chaos, and chaos is the fire droplet. Teague, the pure, perfect being, Saru human, who is of spirit only. He shall now answer the hopes of humans and Rasaru by opening the by opening the door to his world here and now. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, I'm scared. Rep says, we must make room for Teague. Look, humans, Teague has brought the two worlds together into one. Chaos is summoned. The fire droplet is chaos. Teague now returns to chaos. Dusty says, Teague is gone. Humans, take the fire droplet. Teague has left the humans with his knowledge. Bunny, use your courage. With these three things, knowledge will create the future. Never forget that. I think one of them was hope and one of them was who knows. Basically, each one of them has a virtuous quality. Rep says a dream. That was all a dream? Dusty says, no, Rep, look, it's the fire droplet. Bunny now has the fire droplet. Dusty says, thank you, Teague. I hope we can meet again someday. Rep says, we did it. Now, Bunny, we must hurry back to Usha's laboratory. Yeah, first we're gonna get some coin. Rep says, what's this? Is this the world of Teague again? Dusty says, that's not Teague. The whole forest is shaking. Tara says, Dusty, that is a Saru that doesn't belong on the surface. It's the evil Sim Saru Juggernaut. Dusty says, Juggernaut. Meta says, we must run away now, Bunny. It's too dangerous. The only thing we can do is flee. Dusty says, Arumai is destroyed. Rep says, we can never borrow the power of Teague again. Tara says, the enemy, the Mist's henchmen, must have felt the words of Teague. Ozma says, Teague was an obstacle to their goal. Meta says, that is why they unleashed Juggernaut on this holy place. Rep says, but we still have the fire droplet that Teague gave us. Come on, everyone, let's teach those henchmen of the Mist a good lesson. Dusty says, yeah, let's teach them a lesson. Let's get them real good. Kara laughs. She says, What, are you having a party with a monster like that on the loose? Rep says, Kara, what are you doing here? Kara says, that's a fine how do you do. I can do whatever I want, wherever I want. Dusty says, hey Kara, why don't you give us that egg of a Rasaru you have? Kara says, egg of a Rasaru. Oh, you mean this? Okay. Rep says, what? Dusty says, yeah, hooray, let me have it, I want it. Kara says, wait, I'm not going to give this Rasaru egg to you for nothing. Dusty says, I knew it. Kara says, if you awaken Booma's Genesis tree like you did, the one in Seoul, I'll give you my egg as a reward. Rep says, that was your plan from the very beginning. Kara says, get to it, kids. Rep says, Kara, wait, tell me why. Why did you want us to awaken Booma's Genesis tree? Kara says, well, if I said it was for love, little kids like you wouldn't understand. Then she laughs and runs away. Dusty says, Bunny, what's love? Does that have something to do with the Genesis tree? I just say, I don't know either. Dusty says, so, you don't know what love is either. Well, let's try and figure it out together. Rep says, hurry, both of you. We have to deliver the fire droplet to Dr. Usha. Oh my. Oh geez. Oh wow. Oh, let's get out of here, kids. Actually, let me fuck about for just a minute. There could be some new, like, Saru running around this dirty shit fuck. Get out of here, man. I don't need no freeds. We got all the freeds we need. Alright, alright. I think it's pretty safe to say there's likely nothing in here that I care about, but I'm just gonna run about for a sec. Oh my, how cruel. Yay, I got the magic grail. Alrighty. Let's see what our status is. Yeah, let's equip Dusty with that. Alright. Since we don't get to keep this for very long, we're gonna go and get some coin. Anyways, oh gosh darn it, that's not what I meant to do. Let's get some coin, because I'm running out of cash. And I can use coin for Soru bread, and bread is $3,000 per. So we're gonna run up here and get some stuff done. There we go. Yo! Oh, I have to do it? How rude. Whatever. Anyways. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Anyways, let's kill some stuff. You mother trucker. Oh, jeez. Ah, come the fuck on. I could swear I was saving, but apparently not. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Jeez. Maybe I can't win this right now. That's fine. It's all good. Exercise in futility. Whatever. Let's just get the hell out of here. I think I need to be a higher level before I mess around with that. And you get something that does that later in the game anyway, so it's not like hugely important for me to do this now. Let's see, Meower. Let's get going to this place. I guess I don't have what I was looking for. Anyways, let's go get the bombs from Dr. Usha. Dr. Usha says, "Simply amazing, you came back with the fire droplets. Tell me about Urumai. Tell me about your dreams, about Teague, and about the droplets." This guy says, "Dr. Usha." He says, "What?" "Yes, I suppose you're right. We have no time to waste if we are to free the world from the mist." "Now then, give me the fire droplet." Bunny gave the fire droplet to Dr. Usha. Dr. Usha says, "So this is the fire droplet, the mysterious treasure. I feel such powerful energy. Assistants, are you ready?" Dr. Usha says, "Stand by. Radioactive reactor. Set temperature to 8400. Reactor heating smoothly. Standby complete." Dr. Usha says, "Begin heating once the Imperial solvent is ready. Supersaturate power stones with dragon water." Dr. Usha says, "All set. We're going to insert the fire droplets into the Imperial solvent. Flash protection ready. Fire extinguishing system ready." Dr. Usha says, "Insert." Inserting. Dr. Usha says, "Assistants, good work. We're all finished. Sometimes I even impress myself. Here are the time-space bombs." Bunny now has the time-space bombs. Dr. Usha says, "Why 4? There is a reason. Listen. 1 is to blast open the entrance. Place it in front of the block of ice at the entrance and press the switch. The bomb will explode 3 seconds after you press it, so find shelter quickly. The other 3 must be set off simultaneously. In Navora Ravine, the road splits into 3 tunnels. Thunder, fire, and wind. You must each enter a separate tunnel. Each tunnel leads to Koru. When you get there, you must set the bombs off at the same time. Koru can only be destroyed by the combined blasts of all 3 bombs. Good luck. I know you can do it. You can melt the ice of Buma. Anyways, let's get out of here. Let's go down Meower. Right down to Meower Town. Don't think I've done a hard save in a while, so let's do that in case I fuck some shit up. I have been known to fuck some shit up. Anyways. Let's get the fuck out of this fucking place. If we don't leave, then the world will explode. I hate this bitch. She's gonna give me a test. Blah, blah, fuckity blah. Ugh. Anyways, I got a prize or something. I wonder what it was. Probably a bunch of trash I can just sell. Yep, bunch of junk I can sell. Anyways, we are now going to the Navora Ravine, which I assume is to my east. Let's see here. Maybe not. Oh, okay, I gotta go around this stupid town, which is conveniently in my way. Oh, how rude. How dare you? Rep says, Dr. Usha said to plant the first bomb here. Oh goody, there's gonna be a big explosion. Rep says, I'll set the time-space bomb. When I press the buttons, I'll give the signal. When I do, run and find shelter. Dusty says, Rep, it explodes in 3 seconds, right? Rep says, that's right. Dusty says, in 3 seconds, Navora will change. In 1, 2, 3. Anyways, Rep says, connect the wires, then go like this. All set. Alright, I press the switch. Now run. Dusty says 1, 2, and kaplooey. Dusty says, Dr. Usha, you liar. I counted, right? I counted 1, 2. Rep says, was it defective? Why did it explode so soon? Is everyone alright? Rep says, well, there are no doubts about the time-space bomb's power. Look at the entrance. Dusty says, wow, that time-space bomb is powerful, but if the time-space bomb is so powerful, why didn't they use it on Genesis trees in Buma? Dusty says, that would have melted the ice right away. Terra says, you can't do that. A bomb like that would destroy the tree and Buma. Dusty says, I guess it's too powerful. Oh my goodness, let's get going. Someone says, careful, if you slip, you'll fall into the mist. Luctus says, now that the Genesis Tree of Soul is revived and the mist around it is gone, this is our chance to charge the floating castle. Someone says, don't be hasty, Zora is powerful. Luctez says, quiet, someone's coming. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, over here, there's no mist here. And they fly away. Rep says, the summit, so not even the mist can make it to this height. Rep says, what's wrong, Dusty? Dusty says, that's strange, I thought I saw someone nearby. Rep says, I don't see anyone. Dusty says, never mind, let's go. What does this do? Warrior icon. Counterattack at a fixed rate. Well, I don't care about that. Anyways. Oh. Rep says, this must be the entrance to the 3 tunnels. We'll have to split up. Rep says, are you ready? I say yes. Rep says, I'll take the Thunder Tunnel and head for where we'll set the bomb. Dusty says, I'll take the middle tunnel. That means you go left. Fabulous. Do you want help? No. Anyways. Yay, more junk to sell for cash. Do you wish to push this? It will not move. Oh, apparently I need to get up there then, I guess. Alright, looks like I have to switch. Anyways, we got a rainbow jewel. Aha. And I got a Fury Boost. Delightful. Meta says, Bunny, look, the only way to get through is to get that ball of snow to fall over. Okay. Shield control panel. Do you wish to move the lever? I say yes. Alright. Anyways, I got a magic fruit. Terry says, we did it, Dusty. This must be Koru. We have to wait until everyone is in position. Anyways, we got a spirit jewel. Is that the same? Okay. You slow motherfucker. speed ring on him. Alrighty, where are we going? Not there, apparently. Anyways, alright, so I should heal him before I walk through this next door. Let us equip him with Alright, he is ready now. Ozma says, we're finally here. This is Koru, the Ice Saru. Now we must wait until everyone is in position. Fancy. Meta says, Bunny, it looks like everyone has reached Koru. Rep says, hey Bunny, can you hear me? Let's set the time-space bombs. The Delilah's family says, wait. Guy Delilah says, the mist is salvation. The mist is eternal, perfect harmony. Lou Delilah says, a millennium of mist and followers is our goal. That is what we promised Lord Zora. Che Delilah says, swine, you are our enemies of Lord Zora, and therefore, your enemies. You shall die. Guy says, expert at fatal blows to a killing point on my opponent's body. Lou says, I strike with lightning speed. She says, brute chaos and strength are what I'm about. We are the Delilah's family. Oh my. We will never let you destroy Koru. He has been placed here by Lord Zora. Lou Delilah says, youngsters, when you play with fire, you get burned. She Delilah says, aye, this will be your final resting place. Yeah, let's just fight. She says, fight me, I shall show you how strength is used. The battle against the Delilah siblings will now begin. This match is 3 consecutive one-on-one battles. Before the battle, prepare your 3 fighters. Alrighty. I think I have it how I want it. If not, we can always come back. Are you ready? Sure. That's not very nice. Oh my. Oh my, that's probably my death, so... How is this bitch not dead? Goodness. Oh my, I ran out of magic. Well, that's not good. I think this is pretty much all I can do. Really? I hit him 4 times? Better, but... What to do now? Jesus, finally. Chi Delilah says, how could this happen, and falls in the pit. Lou Delilah says, brother, get over here, kid. I'm gonna send you to the next world. Use of my move, I think. Lou Delilah says, this can't be, how can I lose? And then falls in the hole. Guy Delilah says, I'll kill you for what you did to my brother and sister. I ain't do shit, homie. It's a miracle. Let's see if we can just kill him. There we go. Get on up out of here with that bullshit. Guy Delilah says, how humiliating. Rep says, the dreadful Delilah's family. Alright everyone, let's set the bombs. Dusty says, okay, I'll put mine in place. Rep says, I hope they explode after 3 seconds and not sooner. All we can do is press the buttons and run like demons. Ready? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. The button is pressed. Run, bitches. Dusty says, Dr. Usha, you liar. Che Delilah says, brother, I'm a wreck. Help me. Guy says, stop whimpering. I'm right here. Where is Lou? Is she alive? Lou says, I'm right here, my brother. Guy says, so not even the Rosru could finish us off. Look, Koru's still alive. The thermal energy he stored in his belly for so long. Let's release it. Lou says, brother, do you mean the 3 of us will merge with Koru? Guy says, correct. Is life that precious to you? Lou says, no, of course not. Chi says, in doing so we lay waste to all of Callisto. I like it. Guy says, listen, we must use our remaining strength. Those Rosaru will wish they had never been born. They all moan incredulously and then, I guess, absorb into this dearly pop. Mr. Pudding Pie Pants says, Koru, silent Saru. Make us one with your life and your fate. They all have an orgy and then become evil or something. Dusty says, Bunny, the light is so bright. What's going on? Rep says, such a strange light. Dusty, Bunny, look, it's Koru. The light is coming from Koru. Dusty says, but we blew Koru up. Meta says, it seems the Delilahs have merged with that Saru and commanded it to self-destruct. If Koru blows up, everything between here and Seoul will be vaporized. Dusty says, no. Rep says, how could this happen? Ozma, how can we stop them? Ozma says, I don't know, but since they are controlling Koru, perhaps if we defeat them. Terra says, whatever we do, we'd better do it quickly. Oh my. Good enough. Actually, can I, like, get in a fight really quick? Just so I can spear it? Maybe not, I guess. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. At least then I'll be ready to start attacking this thing. Excellent. How do I get down there? Can't just let me jump down, huh? That would be too easy, I guess. This is annoying. Let me down. Meta says you have to jump down to where Koru is ready. Are you ready? I say... Oh. I say I'm ready. God damn it. No, I don't. This time I will, though. Jeez. Rip says, don't be stupid. Stop what you're doing. Dusty says, if Koru blows up, you die too. The Delilah's G says, we are prepared for death. Chi says, once Callisto is flattened, Lord Zora will build the Kingdom of Mist there. Lou says, if you want to fight us, come on over. We'll play with you until the explosion. Rep says, that suits me just fine. Ozma says, be careful, Rep. If we don't finish them quickly, we'll be caught in the explosion. Anyways. $2K. Anyways. No, that's 10K. This would be 12K. Almonds. Still has some life left, huh? How cruel. Well, let's see, what can we do? Anyways, this asshole is dead. Dusty says, we defeated the Delilahses, but what about Koru? Rep says, feel that warmth? It must be the heat escaping from Koru. Yay, we melted all the ice. Terra says, Saru are inherently neither good or evil. Meta says, Koru, too, became evil only because of the mist. Ozma says, Saru merely amplify the strength of humans. Terra says, whether a Saru does good or evil ultimately depends on the person using it. Dusty says, but Terra, you're a good Saru, right? Terra says, we raw Saru are the way we are, because we have been in the human world too long. Now, let's go back to Booma. Dusty says, okay, the ice in Booma must be melted by now. Anyways. Dusty says, whoa, hey. Bunny, Rep, I don't believe it. Booma isn't frozen anymore. Rep says, you're right. I didn't know Booma was such a beautiful town. Dusty says, stop standing around. Come on. We've got to wake up the Genesis tree. Dusty says, I'll go ahead of you. Rep says, what an impatient girl. Let's go. Dusty says, it's melting. Dusty says, the ice on the Genesis tree is melting away. Rep says, it's just like Dr. Usha said. Dusty says, Terra, now we can wake up the Genesis tree. Terra says, that's right. Since there are 3 Genesis trees, let's split up. Bunny reached out to gently touch the Genesis tree's trunk. He felt a gentle warmth in the palm of his hand. Dusty swiftly reached out to touch the Genesis tree's trunk. She felt a quiet power in the palm of her hand. Rep reached out powerfully to touch the Genesis tree's trunk. He felt pure joy in the palm of his hand. Wakey wakey, bitches. Yay, we leveled up. Rep says, we did it, Bunny. All our hard work paid off. Dusty says, I'm so happy. Terra feels stronger now. Anyways. Kara says, who would have thought the Genesis tree had such power? Rep says, Kara? Kara says, well, excuse me, but I was watching you the whole time. It's amazing. So the Genesis tree of Booma had such powers after all. I thought that it was too late for us to do anything. Dusty says, Kara, can I have the Rosaru egg now? Rep says, now that Booma, your home is back to normal, you don't need the Rosaru egg anymore. Kara says, sorry, but I haven't got my time back yet, so please just leave me alone. Rep says, Kara, what are you doing? Kara says, I buried something here that day. I buried my heart. Rep says, there's nothing we can do, Bunny. Let's leave Kara alone for now. Dusty says, I didn't know you could bury your heart and still live. I just don't get it. Kara says, long ago I buried my heart and Granta's heart here. Dusty says, Bunny, Rep, look, in the sky. It looks like the Soren. Rep says, human-like bodies, but with Saru wings. Those are the Soren, all right. They must have found out about Booma's Genesis tree. They've come to take a look. Dusty says, hey, Soren, it's me, Dusty. Over here. Rep says, ha ha ha, Dusty, you're too far. They can't hear you. Dusty says, I wish the Soren would land over here. Rep says, hey, that's a good idea. If we had their help, we could get to the floating castle where the mist generator is. Rep says, we just have to talk to the Soren. Dusty says, the Soren. They're gone. Dusty says, hey, it's Kara. Dusty says, Kara, you're bleeding. Your hand is all bloody. Rep says, Kara, is that it? Is that what you buried in the ground? Kara says, go ahead and laugh if you think it's funny. You're right. This is the only memory I have left. This is the music Grantes wrote after hearing my song. Dusty says, it must be love. That's great, Kara. That stands for your love. Dusty says, I don't know much about love, but let me see that. Kara says, Dusty took the music score from Kara. Dusty says, I'll take this music to Grantes for you. Leave it to me. Kara says, well, thank you. Rep says, we don't really have time for that, but oh well. Kara says, please do this for me. I'm sure that if Grantes hears that song, he'll change his mind. Kara says, what a pathetic woman I am, but I have a favor to ask of you. Please play this music for Grantes. Okay. What do we got over Meower? We got a Styower. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Wow, that money is gonna disappear quickly. Let's see what we can get rid of here first. I don't care about that at all. I don't need 2 of those for sure. Anyways, I can definitely use these. Perfect. I had enough money for everything. Alrighty. Actually, I need some items too. I'm running out of a few things. Let's get... There we go, good enough. Anyways, let's definitely take a rest at the inn, because I am out of freaking HP and MP. Alright, now we need to run back to Seoul. And we must go to the tavern. I guess the tavern is maybe called something else. What is it called? Is it this? No. There we go. A good tune. If you have any requests, bring me the sheet music. Dusty says, here's some music, play this. This is so simple. Dusty says, are you gonna play it or not? The piano player says, alright, I'll play it. What an impatient young girl. Ahem. Grantes says, Kara. Dusty says, Grantes, you know what? The mist in Booma is all gone. Grantes says, the mist at Booma is gone? Rep says, I know I'm young and inexperienced compared to you, but I'll tell you this. I don't know what happened in the past. I don't know whether you hurt the one you love. And you can turn your back on your past and sit around despondent about the future. But I have no respect for someone who tries to kill his own spirit. Grantes says, that song. Did Kara? And trails off. Dusty says, that's right. Kara loves you. Or Kara. And she wants you to remember that love. Rep says, Kara said that whatever happens, love will always be true. Grantes says, Kara said that. I remember now. That's the melody she was playing on my flute the first time I saw her. I came down to the surface following that melody. That's when I found Kara. She was playing the flute. I know I'm a horrible man. I didn't take responsibility for the love I felt. Kara, do you think she'll forgive me? I just say, of course she will. Grantes says, sorry fellas, I guess I'm still depending too much on others. You taught me a lesson. Now that the mist is gone from Booma, I'm going to go to Booma on my own 2 legs and tell Kara. Tell her that it's never too late to change as long as the desire to change is there. Maybe if I tell her that I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart... He trails off and leaves, I guess. Grantes says, maybe she would forgive me, and then we'll be waiting for you. Both of us together, waiting at Booma. Dusty says, it'll be okay, right? Kara will forgive Grantes. Rep says, even with Grantes the way he is, love will still happen. A miracle is sure to happen. Dusty says, wow, you're great. Rep, you know everything about love. Rep says, well, the teachings of Byron say strength begets love. Dusty says, wow, you're great. Anyways, let's get the fuck out of here. Go back to fucking Booma, I guess. Where are these bitches? Figured they'd be hanging out by the tree, but they went somewhere else, gee. Oh no, they're probably not in an item shop, so that's probably not in an inn, maybe here. Grantes says, Kara, I'm so sorry. Kara says, it's alright, Grantes. Now that you're at my side, everything will be alright. Dusty says, it's me, Dusty, I'm here. Dusty says, Kara, Grantes, you made up, huh? Grantes says, actually, we're just, and then trails off. Rep says, Dusty, don't embarrass them. Dusty says, what do you mean? Rep says, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear what happened. Kara says, I don't mind. Why don't you tell them, Grantes? Grantes says, I was torn between my love for Kara and Soren Law. It was then that Zora, the master of the floating castle, appeared to me. Zora said she would give Kara Saru wings if I helped her. Like a fool, I believed her and stole this town's raw Saru eggs. There were 3 eggs. I gave 2 to Zora, the remaining egg I gave to Kara. That's this one here, says Kara. He gave it to me as a symbol of our love. Grantes says, but of course, Zora lied. She never gave me Saru wings. I escaped with my life, but my Soren people found out everything I did. As punishment for breaking Soren Law, they took my Saru wings and banished me to the surface. For 10 years after that, as you know, I hung out at bars. Anyways, Dusty says, Grantes lived alone, Kara was alone too. I understand. Grantes says, yes, I was alone, but you saved me. At first, I didn't want to give up being Soren, but now I'm ready to live as a surface dweller with Kara. Kara says, oh, Grantes. Dusty says, love, that's love. I know it. Love is wonderful. Rep says, I hate to interrupt, but we have to see the Soren. Rep says, can you help us? Grantez says, alright, then here, I give you this. Bunny now has the Soren flute. Grantez says, this is a flute the Soren used to call for help. A surface dweller has no use for it. If you want to meet the Soren, go to the summit of Mount Dini and play this flute. The Soren will think you're a Soren and fly right over to you, and then he laughs. Kara says, also, I want to give this back to you. Bunny now has the light egg. Kara says, this can't help me anymore. Dusty says, hooray, Grantez and Kara are both good people after all. I love you both. Rep says, Dusty, we must get going. Dusty says, why? Rep says, we don't want to bother the two lovebirds, do we? Dusty says, I don't really understand, but since you know about love, Rep, I'll do what you say. Rep says, and we're gonna fuck right off. Anyways, this video is gonna draw to a close very quickly here. I'm just gonna go to Jeremy and get the light egg, turned into the light amulet, and then we are gonna be done. I don't think there's any story to it, but I just wanted to check just to be safe. Zalan says, hello everyone, it's good to see you again. I heard of your success. You drove the mist from the Sebacus Islands. Now I can see Pepe. Pepe says, Father. Zalan says, it's you, Pepe. Pepe says, I'm so glad to see you. Zalan says, oh, Pepe. Dusty says, Bunny, this is such a happy day. Zalan says, Bunny, Dusty, Rep, it's all thanks to you. Thank you so much. I spent the entire night talking with Pepe. My poor wife is gone, but I'm so happy you reunited me with my son. Pepe says, thanks to you, we're together again. Please take this. I found it during the trip. I hope you can use it. I have miracle water. Pepe says, I hear the Callisto Kingdom to the east is still covered by the mist. Be careful. Zaylan says, I will be praying for your safety. Zaylan says, that is a very rare gem. May I see it? Let Zaylan have the light egg. I say yes. Zaylan says, it's not exactly a gem, but it is quite a treasure. I sense an amazing power. If you wish, I will work on this for you. Making an accessory out of it may bring out its amazing power. Do you want Zaylan to rework the light egg? I say yes. Anyways, we now have the light talisman. Zaylan says it's quite good workmanship, if I may say so myself. Anyhow, that's enough of that. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.